Steve Smith trial lawyers announced they will be representing the family of Braden Callahan as they begin civil litigation against bus driver Jeffrey Colburn in RSU 13. The law firm released a statement saying, quote, "When we send our children to school, families must be able to trust that everyone responsible for their safety, from superintendents and teachers to school bus drivers, is acting with the utmost care and professionalism." When a school system places a child in the care of a driver operating a commercial vehicle weighing thousands of pounds, that responsibility demands careful supervision and strict adherence to safety standards. Based on what we have learned, this tragedy appears to involve multiple points of failure, and we intend to pursue accountability for all of those responsible. The law firm stressed the seriousness of the allegations as they relate to public safety, institutional responsibility, and the protection of children.